Hello, happy Friday everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Robin. Thanks so much for following me or adding me here underneath Facebook. If you want to check out my spiritual support team, it's a group where you can just share thoughts, share feelings, share stories, etc. And I post quite a few things and do lives in there as well. So you have to ask to be a member. So you can click my link tree and you'll get the link directly for that. Also, I have a 6-week meditation and theta healing program for only $75 starting up on August 14th. We're just finishing our 6 weeks this Monday and people seem to really be soaking that up. It's really interesting to do theta healing and meditation together. So I'm really loving the combination, and someone said, is it only $75 for the entire 6 weeks, or is that just for the one night? And nope, it is absolutely $75 for the entire program, and I feel like it's helpful when people get the replays too. So I'm on here doing crystal ball readings. If you would like a message, just let me know. I'm clairvoyant, so I like to use my crystal ball because you can see messages in the crystal, which is kind of neat. I'm feeling a lot of energy already, so I know that there's someone in here that could probably benefit from a message. And even if you can just say hello, I want to make sure the comments are working okay. If they're not, then I'll check underneath my computer that way, because I have it here with me. So again, even just say hello. There we go. I'm seeing somebody popping on. So feel free to say hello and let me know if you'd like a message. Also, feel free to let me know what is your favorite number, and that can also be helpful to read your numerology. If you want to learn about numerology, hop into my membership group underneath VIP. There's some classes in there as well that can be really helpful in teaching you not just signs and symbols, but even how to do readings yourself. Sometimes it's nice to be able to give ourselves messages. 13. Okay, so Sherry, let's focus on you. So right away, I'm getting a lot of energy going on. So as an empath, I feel into my body, just so you know. So I'm clairsentient. So I'll feel emotions that are related to other people. So I'm feeling a lot in the head. I just want to share that. So to me, whenever there's a lot going on in the head, it just means there's like a lot of energy, a lot of pressure, that sort of thing. So I'm not sure if you get downloads yourself or not, like intuitive messages, because I feel like you do, and working and developing on that will be helpful for you, because then I think you'll just feel a lot lighter emotionally. And for myself anyway, this is like these, I get like intuitive hits, I guess some people say they're downloads, where if I don't listen to that, definitely, like, I think you're getting what I'm saying, like the energy just builds up. But also, if you feel like you have ADD, if you're distracted and focus is hard for you, just anyone in general, this could also indicate that you are clairvoyant as well. You might find that your eyes are drawn towards, like I was just drawn towards the door. I was seeing like my dog actually that had passed away. So it's like I'll just like get this like I have to look type of thing. Hey, I'm showing myself to you kind of thing. So it can come across as like, ooh, squirrel, right? But it's actually, it's deeper than that, okay? So just the whole point of this is don't be hard on yourselves. You might also be like, well, everybody is psychic, but it's also learning to develop those gifts. So my psychic development program underneath my VIP membership, even if you come in for a month, you'll soak up a lot of great tools in there. And relate to other people. Even though they're recorded videos, you can still feel a part of that with others. And then you're also welcome to hop into my energy work class on the 12th at 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time as well. So that's $55 for the class. And we're just sharing information in that space. We're going to do some future regressions and future readings. That's what I'm feeling called to, and even possibly some future Reiki. So we can just feel into energy a bit more. And again, the dialogue can be helpful. So, what does the crystal ball have to say? Thank you for liking and sharing, guys. So if you do that until Monday night, that's what I'm going to be doing, my draw for a free reading. So the way it works is, so if like there were like 30 likes and shares, I get my husband to pick out the number. So if it's 13, which Sherry was saying is her favorite number, I think that's what she said. Yes. So, you know, I'm getting distracted all of a sudden. We're still working with Sherry's energy. I don't know, Sherry, do you ever get brain farts where you're like drawn towards one thing and then you kind of like stop and get onto another thought? I'm definitely feeling that way too. Anyway, so back on track, because it is important to be able to follow through as well, taking action, being able to have drive and focus too. So crystals might be really helpful for you. Specifically, I'm getting clear quartz. Rose quartz, just as really basic crystals, can be fabulous for manifesting, for meditation, for dropping into your heart space, helping you with connections. But again, you might think it's communication related. It doesn't feel communication related. It feels like focus and the heart chakra. Okay, so grounding and the heart. My forgiveness program as well. In that one of the classes we worked on heart and root too, so you might find that beneficial. You should definitely hop into that. Okay, so if my husband picks like 13 out of the 30, then I just go through each individual one, and then I stop on the number that he picked out. So I'm not picking it out, just so you know. But I don't write it all down old school way. So I appreciate everybody who's doing that. So Sherry, all right, I'm definitely getting some judgment for you, like judging yourself. Because I think you're so sensitive and so like hypersensitive that you're very aware and alert of things. And again, that's like a sign of intelligence, emotional intelligence, which is beautiful, but also having a little bit of a healthier dialogue with yourself. So communication's still in there, but it's what are you saying to and about yourself? Because that's really important. So positive affirmations, sure, but keep working on your meditation. So again, the 6-week meditation and theta healing program might be helpful for you as well. So that's only $75 starting up August 14th. Okay, that's every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. Can't miss it. You can't make it when you get the replay, but you can't miss it either. So, okay, let's move on. The number 13, by the way, is saying that you're starting a new beginning as well. So again, there are messages in here for everyone when we do group sessions. Or things like this. 3 is talking about creativity, more of like an art project, something you're working on right now, you're developing. But it's also like okay to take breaks with that. It's okay to, again, as an intuitive, stop things and then come back to it. Sometimes we'll get criticized as an intuitive for being like, I'm not going to say like lazy, but like for not following through with certain things. So although yes, we do need to take action on the intuition, sometimes our intuition is telling us to stop doing this because you need to go over here and do this. I feel like this is just Intuition 101. My intuitive class that I did 2 nights ago is also now up underneath the membership as well. We did some past life regression in there, but we also kind of like talked a little bit about, yeah, again, what was coming up for the group, okay? So breathing is also coming up for everyone in general, so don't forget to stop and breathe, stop to smell the roses, to appreciate life, because if we're moving too fast, we're going to lose touch with the things that we're meant to feel and connect with, like nature or beautiful landscapes and stuff like that. So I feel everything. Would love to. Awesome, Sherry. So I'd like to ask if you see me crossing paths with that man from work very soon, please. I haven't seen him for a while, and I am on vacation for a week also. Thanks. You're welcome. So I'm just getting like throat and heart for you. Again, as being clairsentience, I feel this in my body right away. It's just like my throat more than my heart, but the heart and the throat are connected. And so my recommendation, because even though you're asking a question, what I'm getting is that this is related, right? Like you need to talk to this person about how you feel, okay? Whether you see him or you don't see him, you need to get a hold of him, talk to him, tell him how you feel, okay? That's most important. I also see you working on your chakras as well, so that's positive. So I would say keep working on lining those up, specifically your third eye. Okay, so again, underneath my membership group, I have all my Reiki training. You can get all the healing attunements. You can get all of the Reiki attunements, etc. That can be really helpful for opening up our third eye and also learning to, I feel like, work on addressing situations head on as well, because when we work on our third eye, we're also opening up our throat chakra. Okay, so selenite would be a great stone for you. And the reason for that is because the selenite aligns our spine and can help us line up our chakras and activate our spiritual, because sometimes we just need to build some woman balls, lady balls, and just do the thing. Okay, so you've got to kind of inch your way, but make it happen. Okay, so addressing things head on, we call that being assertive, not aggressive, just so you know. So if you want to study how to be assertive, maybe that'll be helpful for you. I'm also feeling like if you're carrying any weight or stress around at this time, again, guys, these are just general messages for everybody. Unload that beep. Because why are we carrying bags of rocks on our back, right? Or on our shoulders, or on top of our head? Why? It's not worth it, right? So it's time to start unraveling and unpacking that stuff, and that's essentially why I help people, is because there are so many people walking around half alive with attitudes that are helping them move forward. And it just sucks to be like not wanting to live, really. Like, there are a lot of depressed people. So just because you're sad doesn't mean that you have depression either. But if it continues and continues and continues, it can become an illness, right? And so just for some reason that somebody needed to hear that, okay? So someone is coming on here. Okay, and so that was the other thing I was going to mention. So do not add anybody. So I was hacked, okay? So right now, so I have a store. Yesterday, I've been really working extremely hard on my store, by the way. So if you're interested in any herbal tinctures, all the tinctures that I have are now updated underneath horsemanreadings.com. You can see that through my link tree. I cannot have a store anymore through my Facebook and my Instagram because somebody hacked me. They got a hold of my social insurance number because I was employed at a store. Not going to get into what store, but they got a hold of the employee's information, and then they found out that I had a business. So they went onto my Facebook, and then they were doing stuff under my Facebook, and then Facebook kicked me out, and Facebook wouldn't talk to me, they wouldn't help me at all, and they completely shut my business down online, and it sucked hard. Really hard. Right before Christmas, so I couldn't really feel like I could sell my things that I was looking forward to selling for the holidays. So I just feel like sharing this so people know, to be very aware of this. The way that they hacked me was actually by me having to go into my email and confirm my password. And then I found out later that you should never confirm your password for Facebook through email. So just wanting to let everybody know that, because I had to start up a new business, Horseman Readings, and I used to be Robin's Healing. So if you are still underneath my Robin's Healing, I will never be there again, ever. So I really appreciate all the people who wrote reviews, because I had tons of reviews, which is really helpful. I did so many not workshops, but events, I guess, getting my social media up so I could run my business. So I appreciate everyone who does take the time to write a review, again, underneath my Horseman Readings through my business page, because that's essentially how I grow my business. If you could write testimonials, that is helpful. If you get free things, it's just really appreciated as an exchange. And I've asked people, and I think it's hard for people to go through their phone to do it, so then they just buzz off and they don't do it. And I appreciate all the people who have as well, whether it's through my inbox or whatnot. And again, even if you did that in the past, thank you. But you might have to go through your computer to actually write the review, because for some reason technology acts funny, right? So there's someone who is still hacking me, like everywhere, like not just online. And so you're just seeing D bags. Please report them, okay? If you don't report them, then they will continue to do this. And trust me, reporting somebody, it will do something, because that's what happened to me. Only I was reported and it wasn't actually me. But regardless, we wouldn't want it to continue, would we? So this person this morning, or yesterday, whenever it was, created a Horseman Readings Facebook profile. So they're replying to my comments here as Horseman with an E, okay? So then I had to report that. So just keep reporting. But it does, they have my logo, you know, they have my stuff. So it does look very similar to my things. So just to let you know that I'm Horseman without an E, okay? So don't get tricked, don't get hacked. Hide your kids, hide your web. All right. So maybe I can right now report comment. Okay, submit report. Done. So I just reported that person. So just so everybody's aware, okay? You don't need to inbox me telling me that this happened either. Thank you. Don't have his number or anything like that. Well, then you need to get cracking on that, I would say. Or if you come across the person, then talk to them. Express how you feel to them in honesty. So I don't see anybody else asking for a crystal ball message. So let's do a general one. I see 6 people watching, but I am here to do free readings. I'm getting the word impatience, first of all, and I'm feeling a lot in my physical body again. And I'm feeling like this is related to the full moon that we just had. So I don't know if you guys do full moon rituals, but it feels important that if you don't, to start doing that. Underneath my YouTube channel, Horseman Readings, please take the time to subscribe. Also another place I'd really like to grow, as well as TikTok. There's underneath my playlist, Rituals and Practices, you'll be able to see like some really helpful rituals in there, but the full moon specifically, if you're not doing that already on your own time. I do it through my membership for everybody every month, so you get to watch that video, and it's a little different month to month, and then I offer some healing and theta healing around that. But if you're not doing it yet, watch that video, Full Moon Ritual. It's also underneath my blog as well through horsemanreadings.com. Again, all this is through my link tree to get into my stuff. But that's so important, because every month we have a different kind of theme going on. So we just had a full moon in Capricorn, which is all about impatience. Okay? So if you weren't dumping like things that you were feeling impatient about and releasing through writing and then burning it, it's so powerful, it's so magical, it's so helpful, then that can block you when it comes to the new moon. So the new moon is where we manifest, where we attract the things that we want, where we get the new car, we get the new house, all the awesome stuff, the ideal people in our life, the ideal love life, whatever it is for us. But we can't have the new if we don't let go of the old, okay? So something I highly recommend, do on your own time if you're not like working with me, okay? So does anybody here not work with the full moon? And it's okay if you don't, because that just means you're probably new and just starting out, and that's great. I had a reading recently, and she told me that I'm going to be, so like Sherry must be, is it Sherry? Yeah, must be watching, because these brain farts are pretty intense. So focus. Yes, I had a reading, and she was telling me that I'm going to be working with a lot of people who are just starting new and fresh in this type of stuff, and for me to do like 1 hour, where the first half an hour or half of that hour Yeah, Sherry is here. I'm supposed to be like teaching tools to help people that are just kind of starting out, but like clearing energy, grounding, stuff like that, just like basic things to me anyway. And then do readings for the other half of it. And so, because there are a lot of people who, yes, they need the intuitive messages, but they also need the tools. And so that's why I'm suggesting the full moon as a great starting point if you're not doing that already. Okay, if you're already doing that, good for you. I'd love to hear also in my spiritual support team, like anything that's coming up for you as a result of your full moon, because that's what will happen is like when we let this stuff go, a lot of changes and shifts start to happen, and it's not very pretty and it's not very pleasant. That's why we call it shadow work, which is like dealing with our darkness and our deeper negative emotions and sides to ourselves. So that's where the like Theta healing and Reiki healing and stuff can be really supportive to help you understand like how to move through that energy and the tools. Okay, if you're pro level or VIP in my membership, you do get free email support, and what that looks like is, say you do after the full moon ritual, you're noticing like you're not sleeping as well or something like that. You could email me like, I'm not sleeping very well, you know, I'm waking up at 3 o'clock every morning and I don't know if like why, is this like a spiritual thing, is this an emotional thing, that sort of thing. And then when I go to do my next video, so if you email me that today, I'm just trying to think what day today is, we're on the 7th, our Theta healing downloads are going to be on the 15th. So, and I also have a guided meditation on the 11th. So I would take that information that I have, and then when I go to do the guided meditation, I would definitely connect to that. Okay, not sleeping well, maybe like there's a lot going on again emotionally, maybe in your head. So I would do a guided meditation based on the information you gave me. But then on the 15th, I would also do Theta healing clearings and downloads around that for you, which is really nice because I like to be specific with my mentors when I have specific things going on. It just makes me feel like I'm not just a person in a group. I matter too, right? Like that as an individual. Even though I'm an intuitive and I feel into everybody's energy, it's still nice to know that we can cover specific situations as well, okay? But even if you don't ever email me, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get exactly what you need. But it's just, again, when you're noticing specific things, it's important to write those things down so we can get that out of us as well and pay a bit more attention to why it's coming up. Because if you don't understand why something's coming up, how are you essentially really going to fix it, right? That's why the readings are great too. Love a crystal ball reading. Joyce. Okay, so a lot of tension here in my back and neck. Do you have any back or neck issues by chance? Come, little puppy. Gorgeous, stay here. Yes, okay. Neck or back? Which one? I'm in the middle of moving, actually, currently. So I'm taking a little break. Working. So I'm feeling like for sure neck is related to back anyway, okay? So lower back, okay. So lower back it's interesting, but I feel like I still feel like there's a lot of like third eye and throat going on, chakra wise, okay? So third eye is often when sometimes we're not trusting ourselves, like trusting our intuition enough. So I feel like keep working on how to trust yourself. You know, that inner critic, that inner voice as well. So the inner critic is like your ego, and then the inner voice is that beautiful angelic light, right? And so sometimes that can be really tricky if you don't have the tools to like distinguish the difference. So the Akashic Records training that I have 2 versions of in my pro level of my VIP, or my pro level of my membership, teaches you to go into the Akashic Records, how to ask questions, how to explore that energy, and then you come up, okay? And that's what really helped me start to trust myself, because we ask to let go of the ego and all judgment in this space, and then I really just trust myself when I go into that place. And then it's also coming out of that energy and also like kind of learn in the space and then come out and apply it type of thing, okay? But the reason why that's coming up is because you really have to keep working on yourself as well. I feel like some self-love, the Akashic, yeah. Some like self-love is in there for sure too, because trusting yourself is also related to taking time to learn how to do that. Taking time for yourself to clear your head, to, I feel like the Money Blocks program would also be great for you, Joyce, because that's also like each class we do like a little ritual to bring in more abundance, but abundance isn't just about money, it's about like kindness and love and trust and faith and all that stuff. So yeah, Joyce, you've got a lot of work ahead of you, but it feels like positive work, like things that you get to do. I love taking classes. I'm a class junkie. So right away I'm seeing some sunglasses in my crystal ball. So in some ways I'm getting that you might be hiding things a little bit, like hiding your truth in a way, okay? So we want to feel safe to always be able to speak our truth. So let's do a Theta healing download for you. Would you like to know that it's safe to speak your truth, to know your truth, to love yourself enough to communicate with your higher self? And would you like to let go of times in your life where you didn't trust yourself, and as a result of that, you might have felt like disappointed or upset with yourself? So Sherry could definitely benefit from this as well. Okay, and I'm also getting, Joyce, to not run away when there are things that are important for you on your path to work on. So if you know there's something that you're meant to do for your life path, why would you not do that, right? So just asking yourself that question, I would say, like, so say if I'm meant to travel, that's part of my life path, right? So you get a little reading and the person says, you know what, travel is definitely a part of your path. We are here to follow, as we talked about, our intuition, and some people will call it purpose as well, right? That there are some things that we are meant to do. We just really are, that will get us like happier and healthier and stuff like that. So if you're feeling a low vibration and you're not happy, it's probably because you need to start trusting yourself more and listening. And if you're an empath, which you are, then you've got to do the work, because as an empath you can get sad really quickly, right? It's like, oop, sadness. So we've got to raise our vibration, maintain that joy, do the things that we love to do. Yeah, so if somebody's telling you that, you've got to do that, then it's not that we have to do it tomorrow, but we've got to put it on that bucket list for sure. Okay? Would anyone else like a message? I'm seeing also, if you're an empath and you're watching here, a lot of my classes are related to empaths because, of course, that's who I'm attracting. You're welcome. But what's coming up if you're an empath, it's really important to cut energy cords. I do have a meditation underneath my YouTube channel, just like cord cutting with Archangel Michael. I think that's what it's called. But underneath my playlist through that YouTube channel, you'll see meditations, you'll see Theta healing, weekly readings, stuff like that, okay? So I'm getting a lot of interesting folk on my social media lately, so yeah, feel free to just follow me everywhere. Alright, I'm going to take off. I feel like the energy has shifted and nobody's asking for a message, so I'm going to peace out. I'm going to be going over to TikTok as well. So, love you guys, take care, and bye.